Good morning. Good morning. This is Susan McMullen, and it is 8:30, and it's time for coffee and conversation with Susan. That's me. So, hang on just for a second here. I was turning that volume up. We're gonna wait for just a minute and hope that Facebook helps us fill the morning and people join us. So, I am glad to have you here. Hey, Jessica, how are you? If you've been watching for a while, you can see this is kind of a different background. You get to share my little cow's head with my wedding veil from 30-something years ago. That sun coming in the other way, I love looking out there, but that sun was right in my face. So we got a little different view today. And of course we have my little buddy, Louie. There he is right there. So Louie likes to join me, everyone. He's the first time one in the room here. So yeah. So hey, Paige, how are you? So it's nice to see everyone coming in this morning. Again, I'm Susan McMullen, and it is Coffee and Conversation. I meet you here every weekday morning at 8:30, and we talk about a topic that is really a little feel good for to get you started first thing in the morning. Whether you are an entrepreneur, whether you work at home, whether you're a stay-at-home mom, all those things. We just start with a little bit of a feel good because I think that we all need that. So, and today's an interesting day for me. I kind of had to come to the really back office. That you probably see me posted on Facebook. There's some property across the street from me that I've been here for 24 years, and we always thought that was unbuildable. And guess what? They combined it, and they are building. So the bulldozer arrived this morning. I was like, oh, I can't believe it. So anyway, so it's out there. So I had to kind of come to the back office to get away from that. And then this morning I thought I'd be kind of cute, so I was trying to fix my face a little bit. And but I was curling my eyelashes. So I have, I use that lash boost from Rodan & Fields. And so I don't know if you can see it or not, but I actually have some little eyelashes there. I'm so excited, but one got in my eye. So it's like, what a problem to have. Now I can't. And so I was rubbing my eyes, and my daughter said, you better stop that. You're getting ready to go on to my morning coffee. So anyway, all right, well, we're going to kind of get started here. Again, I'm Susan McMullen. I'm the founder of the Social Sisterhood, which is a local group of women. We meet here once a month, and it's based on fun and play because I believe that fun and play is something that we're missing in our lives, kind of like missing in our diet. It helps us to de-stress, to relax more, to be more creative, if you can let your hair down. So we have some great events and where we actually just go and do fun things as a group and just get to know each other as women and friends versus in traditional networking type events. And then, who knows what follows after that. So if you're interested and would like to join us at all, then you can take a look at socialsisterhood.com. In June, we're doing an escape room. So that'll be pretty cool. And I also am a partner with the #1 skincare company in the United States. And I partner with that because I know firsthand how much better I feel when I take care of my skin, and I have more self-confidence and more chutzpah to step out and do something that I might not want to do. But the other part of me doing that was so I could socialize more with women, because I was working from home and feeling very unfulfilled and lonely. And when everybody left my home and got married and went off to school, it was even worse. So this has been a really great way for me to be with other women. So that's why I partnered with them. And so those are the two things I do, and I love both of them, as well as I do public and professional speaking. So I love doing keynotes and things of the such. So with all that said, this morning, what we're going to talk about is simplifying a little bit. So I have to give a shout out. Kelsey just popped on here. Today is her birthday. So thank you for spending your birthday with me. Happy birthday, Kelsey. Kelsey's my daughter-in-law. So how cool is that? So earlier this week, what I said was that I do a presentation that is like the 6 keys to finding work-life balance. And I think for many people, especially women, that we tend to put everybody first, and whether we have a job out of the house, a job in the home, whether we work from home, whether we work just in the home, it doesn't matter. But people tend to come before us, and we put everybody before ourselves. So so what I do is I present on ways to find that work-life balance. And there are people who say that's a facade, you can't really do it. But I don't believe that, because I believe you can control things that happen around you if you actually have some groundwork to follow with that. So this morning, what we're talking about is a little bit of simplicity, and simplicity in that you do not have to pack your days totally full all the time. So I was reading a post on somebody this morning that I know, and she was like a whirlwind. She got tons and tons of stuff done. And I remember the day when I used to do the very same thing. It was like a badge of honor to pack my day from the time I opened my eyes to the time I literally fell in the bed at night with tons and tons and tons of stuff. And what I didn't get done went on a list to carry over to the next day. And it really, I think our society sees us as the more we are busy, it's just truly like a little badge of honor. It's like the busier we are, the more, whether we're productive or not, because you're not always productive when you're busy. So the busier you are, the more that people look up to you, or society looks up to you as someone who's really getting things done. You're a mover and shaker. And that's not always the case. And so that was a big eye-opener for me, because I was the very same way. I'd be happy to tell you, because I was like, nobody else can get all this stuff done. And I'd be happy to tell you where I had started at 4:30 in the morning. I had done this, and I'd gone to exercise, and I'd been to the store, and I'd cleaned the house. It just kind of goes on and on. And so when I started trying to slow down, it was very, very hard for me. And recently I had the health coach that I told you all that has gifted me her program. We've been having a conversation, and I said, I just can't get everything in. And she said, and I said, and I'm frustrated because I feel like I'm not finishing what I'm starting, or I'm not accomplishing everything I should be. And she said, do you really need to do all of those things? And so we started a calendar that is a block calendar. And so it's color coded. In the morning, it's me time. It's like, because there's a lot of distractions that go on during the day. So you may start out wanting to do stuff, and you may be a rocket on fire getting it done, but then you have distractions during the day. So anyway, so we started with a block calendar, and so I've got it blocked off from X amount of time to X amount of time. It's simply me time. It's the time I get up, I meditate, I have a little coffee, I ease into the day, I go and I exercise, I do this, then I have a shower, and then I can greet the day, and it's more of a on my terms, and it's not so rush. And I don't feel guilty because I haven't done all this other stuff in there. And then I move on, and I have another block of time that's like a 2-hour block of time, and that's when I make phone calls or emails or whatever it is that's business related that I need to do. And then I have another time where I actually stop and have some lunch, and maybe I'll go out in the yard for a little bit. It doesn't matter, and it can be flexible, but the bottom line is it doesn't have to be packed jam full. I can have times in there, time slots, where I don't have to be busy. I can put a time slot for, this is when I'm going to read my book, or this is when I'm going to talk on the telephone, or this is when I'm going to go to lunch with my mother-in-law, which I did on Monday. Before, when I was trying to pack everything in, when those things came up, like going to lunch with my mother-in-law, I was like, oh, I can't fit that in. It's just one more thing. But now if I schedule it, I can put it in there, and I don't feel guilty. I actually get just as much done because I have an allotted amount of time to do it in, and it's more simplified and easier, and I feel like that I'm taking care of me while getting shiz done. So totally, you don't have to be so busy, packed to the gills. It's okay. If you're feeling that way, I give you permission not to. And so try that. Try a calendar. Try simplifying just a little bit and not putting so much on your plate. And I think that you'll feel like you are more accomplished, that you are more you have more successes during the day, and that you greet the day, or your day looks like you can handle it much better than when you just are scattered and packed to the gills with things. So try that. That's my note for the day, and this coffee and conversation. And so I hope that you'll put that into action and see how it does. So I love meeting you here at 8:30 Monday through Friday. You guys brighten my day. You make it like, wow, I can't wait to get up to come and see you all. So that's pretty awesome. So thanks for being here. And again, if you're interested in anything with the Social Sisterhood, please look at the socialsisterhood.com, where you can go to Facebook on the Social Sisterhood. And I'd love to have you or talk to you about it one way or the other. And if you're interested at all in checking out the #1 skincare company in the United States, seeing how you can feel better in your skin or create another stream of income, love to talk to you about that too. And otherwise, I think you are all so awesome. I want you to take your awesomeness and go into the world and spread it around and make a difference. Because I know that you'll make a difference in one person's life, but imagine, I bet the ripple effect could just travel across the world. So don't ever forget how awesome you are. Give yourself a break and put your little block scheduling in there so that you don't have to feel like you have to be busy from from the time you rise to the time you go to bed. If I can get that out of my mouth. So with that said, I will see you tomorrow morning at 8:30, and I cannot wait. So I hope to see you in the morning. Talk to you then. Bye now.